Hey, what's up? It's your girl Punana, the Plus Size Beauty, and we're back with another episode of She is Plus Size Beauty Sundays. And today, you guys, I am so excited because I got the baddest bitch in the studio tonight. We got the icon, mother of the house of gorgeous Gucci, the icon, Devine.
What's up, everybody? What an intro. Okay. Yes.
Oh my God. It's been a long time, Devine. I've been trying to get you in here. How long has it been? I've been trying to get
It's
you in
been
here.
over a year, probably two.
I mean,
It
because
was
when I
like,
first brought it up to you, you was like, what? You looked at me like, little girl, what? What the hell?
yeah. Because, this is like,
You're not used to it, huh?
I'm not going to say I'm not used to I'm used to the camera, but it's not usually my thing. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm always like, I'll downplay behind the scenes. So, but
Oh my
I'm all for
God.
it. Yes, I'll be chilling. Like, where am I at when you see me chilling at the
Yeah, you
table?
do. You do be chilling.
On
You
the
really do be
panel.
channel.
Like,
You be chilling. You do be like,
yeah,
we
like,
gonna
I'll
get
be
into
like,
the panel because it was a moment where you was like, I thought you were asleep. We were there for
might
a long
have
time and I
been.
thought you were sleeping. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I get caught asleep on the panel all the time. It's legendary.
Oh my God. That
Yes.
is so hard. But I know everybody's like, what are they talking about? What are they doing? If you don't know Devine, I think the world needs to know who you are. What's your occupation and what's your hometown?
Woo! Okay, I am the icon mother, Divine Gorgeous Gucci.
You.
My occupation is I am a cosmetologist, a cosmetology instructor,
Yes.
and an entrepreneur, my own business.
Entrepreneurs.
I am born and raised in Los Angeles. I love it here. Wouldn't live anywhere else. I will go everywhere else, but I always have to come back home.
West Coast living, baby.
Period. That sums me up.
Oh, what? That sums me up,
That
baby.
sums me
I'm from
up.
LA and raised, honey.
Yes, born and raised. Hood baby, but not too hood.
It gives me more like hood sophistication though, because when I come
Yeah.
across you,
I'm from the West Side. I'm not an
yeah.
East girl. Yeah, like we were different. Like
Look, no, she didn't. Just I'm like, girl, I'm an East girl. I'm an East Coast little girl. Like
I'm from the West Side. Like
I get it. She's
like
from the west part of LA, you guys. They're a little bougie.
a
They
little
still
bit.
some hood thugs, but they a little
Yes, you
bougie.
just don't see it coming. It'd be like,
Oh my
let
goodness.
me get the.
Look, here she go. So Devine, how did you get the name Devine? How did you because I feel like it does describe you. It is very divine, very stylish, very set back, very professional, very spicy, sassy. How did you get that name?
This is a funny story.
Really? Oh, let's get into it.
Hilarious. So long before transition,
Uh-huh.
I was about 16 years old, and I had I I had one,
Mhm.
two, three, like three gay friends. We were all like best friends. I mean,
Mhm.
like every day when we got up, went to school, the minute school was over, we was like linked, right?
Yeah.
So
It must be a funny story because she's just kiki into herself.
because we thought we were, so I went to Woodrow Wilson High School in Long Beach. I
Mhm.
graduated from there, so we thought we were like bougie. I
Uh-huh.
went to Lakewood and Wilson.
Oh yeah, you was on the bougie part of like the
Yes.
hood, yes.
So we thought, so we we wanted to have bougie names, so we all had bougie names. One of my friends' name was Marvelous,
Marvelous.
and the other one was Debonair, and I was Divine.
Devine. That's really funny, and this name has stuck with her for a long
It
time,
has,
y'all.
like it's
Like
so
a long time.
Pre-transition, like I was Divine before I was Divine. No, it just stuck. It was just like. It was so funny. It was I just laughed so hard because we thought we was
The baddest,
had our little
bougiest.
our little Louis Vuitton, our glasses and oh.
Girl, you can't touch me. You
Yes,
can't touch
everything.
this. You can't, girl. Give me a wet nap.
Look at them. They're out. Look at the peasants. Look at them out there.
Some girl.
Debonair, darling Debonair.
Oh my
You see
goodness.
this thing? That's it.
Do you see these people in poverty? It's giving destitute and poverty, honey.
As we sat at the metro stop.
Oh my God.
Waiting on the train.
Oh my
Okay?
And everybody knew the train. If you're in LA and in South Central, everybody know the train is the most ghettoest thing and the most dangerous thing ever.
Look,
Look.
yeah. So that's how the name came about.
So the name was just being like just having fun and just, it kind of stuck with you, huh?
Stuck. And so even when I see these people, like now we are in our
Yes. We are in our prime. Like we are in our prime.
We are much older. We could probably do 12th grade. We probably could have went to the 12th grade 3 times. Anyway, maybe 4. But now when we see each other, we immediately fall out.
Like, bitch, do these people know how you have this?
Oh, Jeff and there. But my name is still, so my name is still, I'm the only one that still actually has, Devine.
Yeah.
Everybody else, they back to, Darrell is just Darrell.
You're like, girl, my name is Devine, Miss Thing. Miss Thing.
Still, and we fall out like, bitch.
That is too funny. So your house, because what I noticed that you are the girl, you are the mother, you are that girl on the West Coast, the house. But what I hear, because I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie to this community. I'm learning. They said you had previous. You were the house. Was it Chanel? Was it? You was previous. They said you was like previous house and you played no fucking joke. You were no fucking joke. You and your kids was no joke.
Yes. That is true. That is true. It's truth to that, but it really was, it's an exaggerated truth. I had to be who I had to be to survive and to uplift and to make sure that I was making
I believe it.
moves.
I believe it
Because I was always belittled and challenged.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was just,
especially being dark skinned, being a dark skinned girl in this aesthetic.
You better fucking say it, because the colorism was very fucking real.
Yeah, and then just not to be the typical girl. I wasn't the little small little pretty princess with the tiny nose, and so I had full nose, big lips.
Mm-hmm. Things that's popular right now.
Yes,
that's popular.
Everything that we're going to get injected, I had it.
This is why I love her.
Right. So, it was very much of a Sophia moment. Like all my life I had to fight. I had to fight these people to make it, because if I did not, they would have just ran me over and I would have just been existing.
Yeah.
And my personality was not to exist. It was to thrive.
Baby. Because it gives that. They say you was a bad motherfucking mamma jamma back in the day. They said, like, you bad now, but they was like, baby, if you met Devine back in the day, they said, that body you think is snatched now? They said, baby.
Oh, it was way.
They was like, baby, it was curvaceous. They was like, it was like, bam. And then it was like small. And it was like, bam. And they said did you used to Vogue too? Or
I did.
They said you used to walk Sex Siren,
Body.
I believe Body. You was voguing the fuck down, performance,
realness.
I wish I had all these clips back in the day,
Runway.
baby. And oh my God, Runway.
I even played with Face a couple of times.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't my thing. I didn't enjoy it as much as
all the
I
other
did
girls,
everything as other things. And then and being a dark skinned girl, I had that thing in the back of my head. It was just like, for me, I was like, am I pretty enough to be doing this?
I hate that. That really upsets me.
No, but that's part of life. We all have to figure out who we are. I know my place. I own this. I am the queen.
I love that.
You know
She is the queen, y'all.
I found my place, y'all. I found my place.
The queen.
But definitely, like, I was like, am I? I'm looking at the Temperances, my sisters, and Dee Dee, and I'm like, then I'm like, no.
You're like, no, I'm Devine.
I'm Devine.
Everybody has their thing.
I didn't like that pressure.
Yeah.
I saw I commend them. That the pressure that you put on yourself, and then the pressure of pleasing a crowd. You know what I mean? So I look at them and I'm in amazement of every time I see them, because I'm like, these are my girls, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, look at Dee Dee, look at Temperance, look at Stasha, like, oh my God, every time they come out there, drop dead gorgeous. But to have experienced that, to live behind that, like, it's pressure to please. And
No,
this
it
is a
is.
hard crowd to please.
It's a very hard crowd. Again, I tell people within this community, you don't think that it's all peaches and cream, baby. Don't think that you just about to come over here and serve it. You really better have bone ass motherfucking talent.
Yes, and so that's what it was for me. If I did not advance into this person,
Mhm.
then you would have been left with somebody very nasty.
Oh my God, Lord, that scares me.
You know, because it did, because the nasty was protection.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That was how, like, it was the itch give me 6 feet at all time.
Oh my
You could
goodness.
get slapped.
So from your previous house where you was like back in the day to like now the house of Gucci, would you say like a similarities or would you?
Yes, I'm the same person. It's just that I've grown to understand the power in what I do and say.
Mhm.
And I've learned my place and what my advantages are and what my disadvantages are.
Mhm.
And I learned what worked for me. And
Yeah.
so, and what works for me and how to make that work for my community. I started stepping away from self,
Mhm.
because Imma always please myself when it comes to my aesthetic. When I
Yeah.
when I when I know I am in my mode, I know I'm looking good, I'm smelling great, I'm
Yeah, because
feeling amazing.
it's like this whole thing, especially when they call you out for like your LSSs and things. Like it's this whole thing. Like Solomon, please play the clip because it's when she walks out there and she be like, it's this whole different. Like you see how modest she is right now.
No.
When they call her, look, when they call her out there, baby, it's like a
Okay,
whole
this
different.
is a modest one
This
though.
this is a modest one,
This is
baby.
a
But when
thank
she
you.
look, there it go, it's coming in, girl. Look, is that Day? Yeah, that's
Yes,
Day.
that's
Look,
my child, Devine.
she feels it, girl. She gets to like.
Mhm. Yeah,
Look, there she go.
the
She's starting to
she.
feel it, girl.
She, oh, it depends. See, have I had my drink yet?
Probably so. You know, I love me some Day too. Oh my God, but I love Day, but he likes to shake up the room. He scares me sometimes, but I love Day.
My child is just, he's amazing, but he's a lot
Oh
too.
my God, it's an
He's
art.
like a bolt of lightning. Either you're gonna survive it or you're not.
Oh my God, when I first came across him, I was like, oh my God, Fee, I'm so scared.
When we first came across it, I think we
Mhm.
immediately, it was a read. It was a reading. It
It
was
was.
yes.
It
I
was like a back
immediately
and
turned to
forth,
her
huh?
and was like, no, it wasn't back and forth because she didn't know me. So I think I was in my ultimate. Like, I think I turned to her and was like,
So ballroom, how did you come across that? Like, how did you find it?
I used to be a performer in Los Angeles, right here in LA.
Yes.
That was my thing. My first love was actually being on stage and performing.
Ah,
Me and my best friend Coco.
shout out to Coco.
And yes, my best friend Willie Lewis on Facebook. Everybody knows Willie Lewis the third. He does all the little videos and teas.
Yay.
That's my bestie.
Mhm.
Um, Coco was like the ultimate performer.
Mhm.
And so she was into the drag world
Okay, I
and
love
coming
that.
out. And so I was immediately like,
Infatuated?
yes,
Yes.
watching her and then watching her take something that we've gone through all week
Mhm. And channel it
and
into like
channel
her
it
performance, huh?
and put it yes, and put it on that stage. Like watching her, I learned to interpret my music
Mhm.
or the music through my emotion.
Yeah.
And each week it became a challenge to top myself.
Mhm.
You know, watching her, and the same for her. We was, because we were like the new top young girls. So we was like, she was a
Oh.
top drag queen, I was a top femme queen. So it was like
Mhm.
we was out here knocking them down, like,
I
and it
love
was like
it.
sister. Every week we was, like, what are we gonna do next week? What are we gonna do? What song is
Like, what are
hot?
we gonna song? What song we gonna do? What are we gonna wear? Like,
And it sometimes we would go through so many emotions before we leave,
mhm.
outfits and everything, but it would always come together.
Mhm.
So I started performing. Um, the mother of my first house,
Yes.
Asia Ferragamo, was a performer as well. But the house that I joined had not been formed as of yet.
Oh, okay.
They were Hoopla Divas, which was composed of the first two houses. Before they were the first two houses, they were one house, the
Uh-huh.
Hoopla Divas. This
Yeah.
was the house of Rodeo.
So the House of Rodeo, I heard of them before.
The House of Rodeo and the House of Ferragamo were actually one house at one time. They were all one
Oh.
house, and then came an advancement, a disagreement, and a split.
Okay.
And through that was formed Hoopla Divas, in which the mother Asia
Uh-huh.
and father Dion were, I mean, not Hoopla Divas, excuse me, the House of Ferragamo,
Uh-huh.
which was the father by Dion Ferragamo and the mother was Asia Ferragamo. And then Jaja, which was JJ back
JJ,
then.
yeah. Shout out to JJ.
Yes,
Shout
what's
out to
up?
JJ.
One of the pioneers of the West Coast.
Yes.
Um, Jaja had went off to start the House of Rodeo
Mm-hmm.
along with, oh, this is where it gets tricky for me. I don't remember if Will was the first father or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the
I hear these
details.
names a lot. Like literally
Yes.
when people like talk about the past, I've heard about the House of Ferragamo.
Can you
I heard
imagine
about the
hearing these?
House of
Yeah.
Rodeo. Like I've heard like I'm just now hearing about the Hoopla Divas.
Yeah, that
Like
was
I'm for my first
that
time
was the
hearing about
first one.
that.
That's when we were all one house.
Oh my goodness.
Then the split came, and
Mhm.
that's where every house in the West Coast started from those two houses.
That's
The major,
amazing.
yes, at the time, and then I think Omni came along, Couture, in different houses. But that's how I became. So the mother of the house, actually, JJ had approached me
Mm-hmm.
about joining a house, and Asia did.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was, me and my best friend, we kept discussing. We didn't know because we liked both of them. They both was,
Yeah.
we didn't know the difference. But what intrigued was the other house. We started hearing the rumors about the other house was a bunch
Oh
of
Lord, they start
light skinned,
and
pretty
pretty
girls
girls.
that did not
Yeah.
want dark skinned
Ooh,
girls in the house.
no, not they did it.
And that said it. I said, "Oh, bitch, I'm coming to your house.
I'm coming to your house to sit the girls.
I'm coming to your house. I'm bringing my black ass to your fucking house." So it's exactly that's what was my motivation. It was like that started a fire in me because it was
Like, girl, how
like
can
how
you?
dare you,
Like,
like
how
you
dare
light skinned
you?
bitches? It was fucking bitch. It was giving very school days. It was the
It was
jigaboos.
the jigaboos and the
And
oh
it
my
very
god,
much was
the
because they was like,
wannabes,
yes, and it
girl.
was like, let me tell you something. Like God bless the dread. Make you do this. But wait a minute. So it was like, I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all think that I couldn't, like, you think I can't get in your house and do what you
You
do?
do, yeah,
So I did
and did it well.
and did it quite well.
Oh my goodness, I know they were probably steaming like, oh this bitch.
No, they actually at first it kind of was, but then we all kind of it grew to love and respect.
Oh, I love
We
that.
always we became family. It
Mm.
was just the first interaction, but once we got to know, and got to like, because then
Mhm.
we realized like it don't matter what color your skin are, you bitches is just as ghetto and stank and rank as any fucking body else.
Oh my goodness,
Right. Like
it's
y'all
giving
got
ballroom steak hoes. Oh my
yes,
god,
like
like
y'all got like it's
no.
baddies. This was just like y'all just as we are the same. We are the same. It took a minute to realize that. Like at first, I didn't even know that. That's the sad part. I didn't think we were the same, but I needed to prove to them that the bitch they wasn't no better than me.
Oh, see, I get it. Oh my goodness. And how old were you when you start?
18, 19.
Oh, very young, very young. I love that.
And then
I like them young, so they be
yes,
fresh and
I
like
was
so like.
ready. I was like, oh. So I continued. We did our thing, and we became one of the top ranking girls in the house.
I love
Definitely,
that.
Coco was like the Butch Queen and drag. Like
I love that. So
yeah,
growing up for you in like LA, was it like super hard? Even though you were like after that, because you said like 18, 19, that was like after high school and things, but just like growing up in LA for you
my younger
was
days.
mm-hmm.
Um, Growing up in Los Angeles for me was
I feel like probably similar as most black girls, huh? Or just being black.
it was good, but it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was good because all the shit that happened to other people did not happen to me,
Mm-hmm.
but it was bad because I fought all those same demons in my head.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm in the hood. I'm young. Do they know I'm gay?
Yeah.
My friends, they all play football. and they're doing all this kind of stuff and fucking with cheerleaders and shit
Right,
like
because
that.
it's like people how easy it is now for, like, kids and stuff to
Ugh,
come out. It
I
was not
wish
that
it was
easy back
not.
in the day.
It
It
was
was not.
not.
It was very much like, "You're gay?" Like, it was
No, you
like
got beat
that.
when I was growing up. I'm 46 years old. When
Mhm.
I was growing up,
Damn, you look
you
good.
got your ass beat
Yeah.
just for the notion of like if the boys in the locker room thought that you was giving out any type, they fucked you up just on the notion,
Mhm.
and then try to have you later. That's the
That do
horrible
you know
part
what?
about it,
They are something else.
ain't that? You know what I mean? But so growing up for me, it was I had a super masculine, militant brother. My
Mm.
brother was in the Navy.
Oh, shit.
My grandfather was in the Army.
Oh,
My
so you like a
uncles,
militant family.
my
Mhm.
uncles, like my uncle was in the Army as well, and my other uncle was a street hood, but not, but the pretty boy type. Like he was a slick, pretty Ricky
Mhm.
mother, right?
Yeah.
Like he was gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
And all the girls loved him, and he was hood and he could fight.
Mm.
So just coming from that dynamic, and then my mom was just pretty popular black girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
From the
So
neighborhood, everybody knew her.
everybody loves
Mhm.
Miss Kathy, you know. So and and then here I come, her child, and it was like it was obvious from day one.
Oh, okay.
It was no like it was no hiding. Like I was ultra feminine. It was
He
nothing
was
you
very
could do.
flamboyant,
Oh
very yes.
please, at from day one. It is so funny. Like all my mom's friends, and it was like, oh baby, when you was, we always knew. It was like,
Some we was just waiting on you,
yeah,
baby.
we was
Like we
just
was
waiting
waiting
on to
on
see what
you.
you was gonna do, and he was like, and look what you done did. Like,
Oh my
God.
goodness. I can
So
see where you get your strong personality from because now that you said like you had a militant type of family, you automatically is raised to be strong and to be a leader, you know?
and be
Nothing would
efficient.
be
Everything was
efficient.
efficiency. Like I, waking up at a certain time, getting out the door by a certain time, having your
Yes.
breakfast ready, your lunch ready.
Ready. Mm-hmm.
That was my life. So, and it was my younger years was definitely void of emotion, minus my grandmother
Mm-hmm.
and my favorite auntie, Aunt Frances.
Aw, and Frances.
Aunt Frances was really my grandmother's auntie.
Oh, okay. So it's your great aunt.
Oh God, but she was
I love my great aunts.
the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Her and my grandmother. So that was like when that was the only time I saw love and compassion because we weren't like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
my mom, like her love was going to work, making sure I had nice clothes,
I love that.
nice room,
Mm-hmm.
nice. But when we got home, it was no, oh, come sit with mama. Let's do your homework and let's cuddle. Or,
Yeah.
mommy loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Damn, it's always usually with the militant family.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
my
that.
mama, she came, but she
But you
was,
can still feel
oh,
the
I know
love.
my mom
Yeah.
loved me. Oh, my mom, I was my
Yeah.
mommy's baby. Like
Yeah.
now, the weekends we went and did, that's when it was there. But it was just, but still, it was still,
The
yeah. I don't even
the
remember hearing,
routine. The
yes.
routine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Mm-hmm. The weekly routine. That's amazing. That's low key amazing, but then it's like it's like not cliche.
It was militant with moments. I was like, every now and then something would happen where we'd be like, oh, give mama some sugar.
Yeah, give me some. Oh, love you, mommy. Love you.
Yes, mommy, love
Oh,
you. There, but that's not what, we wasn't really built on that.
oh my
It
god.
was built on, being
So
effective.
that's why you reserve like that sometimes. Because when I first came around, because my mother, he was like, "Yeah, Devine is my mother." He was like that lady you see at the balls that be like, she be chilling and shit. And I said, the gorgeous Gucci mama, and he was like, "Yeah, that's my mother." He was like, "Watch her, she's a key." And when he would say that, I wouldn't understand what I did. And I said, "Well, what's the key about her?" He said, "Just watch her." He was like, "Just watch her sometimes." And I've caught I'ma send them to you on Instagram. He tell me all the time, he be like, "Panana, stop fucking filming people." It's been moments I've caught you at the mall.
It'd be silly.
You either sleep, like, but it be funny. I swear, y'all, it be funny as hell because she literally have on like some fly ass glasses and you wouldn't tell because you'll be on the panel like this. She'd be like, and only way you would tell because she'd be like,
Like, oh, but I tipsy doodle type toes.
When she did that shit, I said, "Wait, oh my god."
Sometimes I be on that panel. It be like those panels be a little lengthy, honey.
No, they,
Ooh,
y'all.
child. And then it'd be like sometimes you be so unimpressed. Like I can't even stay woke. You motherfuckers is boring the fuck out of me.
And then we just there all goddamn night as if we don't have jobs. Like some of us, like I would say, 80% of people in the room got a 9 to 5 or some type of entrepreneurness. They got to get up in the morning. I'm like, look, y'all, this ain't the fucking 70s and the 80s no more. We ain't got to wait till 3 in the morning to do this shit no more. Like we can do it at a reasonable fucking time because I'll be tired, Devine. Like literally at some of them balls. I'll be like, Jesus, I need a Red Bull or something. I'm finna pass out.
I'm just ready to go.
Just ready.
I'm just ready to go.
And they kill me when they be like, "Oh, you trying to go to after hours?" I be like, "What, nigga? Like what?"
Let me tell you something. Never mind.
She said, "Never."
When I hear somebody say after hours, I'll be like,
I look at them and they be like, they be like, "Pooh, we know you ain't coming." I'll be like, "You fucking right." Like, how are y'all still standing up and y'all finna dance and shit?
I know how.
Oh, shut up. So ballroom.
Hmm.
You've been doing it for how long now? How many years? Because you the queen. How many years has it been? Because the young kids need to hear this. 27 years.
27.
What's the pros and cons of today into 2024? You know, you can be honest, self at school. You can say what you need.
Pros is you learn a lot. You learn how to deal with different personalities
Yeah.
and how to temper yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it has a lot to me like and be tolerative. Um the cons, the worst for me is watching your friends die.
Oh.
Like in this community over the years watching my children and my friends die.
Oh my God. That must be devastating.
It is
Yes.
like it's ultra devastating because it's like when it happens, it just takes you all the way back to day one.
Mm.
You know, um,
And you be like, damn, how did we get here? You know? It make you think.
it's just yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
to just know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if somebody would have told me that the day that I joined Ballroom, that by the time I'm 50 years old, 25% of the people I knew or really cared for or liked would be dead due to the circumstances of our lifestyle or just period. You know, whether it's drugs, HIV,
Mm-hmm.
um, domestic violence,
Mm-hmm.
violence against trans,
Oh my God, the
um,
violence.
yeah, or violence just against gays, period. You know, if somebody and even cancer now. Now I have to say cancer.
Oh yeah, it's killing the Black community. The community
So,
in
you know,
general.
to even be able to, just to know, like, it's just hard.
Yeah.
Just to know that, like, I can honestly say 25% of the people that I have known throughout more than 25%, actually. I would say it's more like a third.
Yeah. It's for me, like I would say, like the positivity for on Ballroom now in 2024 is the social media. I feel an aspect because now the clips are not being missing because I feel like the history over here on this side was erased because YouTube, they say YouTube took them down. People lost clips, it was so much good footage. I feel like,
When the rights to music came out,
oh my God, it killed everybody's stuff.
yeah,
Like,
that's what happened. When people would have music playing in the background of those videos and those Vogue videos, they snatched them all down with not even, a chance for you to download it and maybe get
they just
permission.
took them.
Yeah, they just one day they was there, the next day we was like,
Oh my God.
so if you didn't have that screen recorded or saved, you just
It was just
disappeared.
horrible.
I'm
Oh my
talking about
God,
like
YouTube.
in the prime of my teen, like when ballroom throwbacks and all that type of stuff first started, when we had Walk for Me Wednesdays and
Uh-huh.
all that, everything gone.
Oh my goodness. That's so like, but the negative about it too is also, I would say social media is a positive and negative when it comes to this community because it gives the people that just they don't have the prime no more. Like, I feel like there's rules to this, and you have people that don't really give themselves time, and they're so opinionated on Facebook. Like, they write these paragraphs on the balls or just, like, the categories, and it's like, "Are y'all in the field? Like, are y'all in the field?"
Yeah, I don't really.
I know you don't engage, but I know
Yeah, I
you see
don't.
it
I don't,
sometimes.
especially when it comes to people that don't have anything to do. Like you haven't thrown a ball, you've never walked a ball. I don't even think you've been to one. You're just watching videos and making comments. Uh, I just don't. I don't have time for it.
I mean, like, I know you don't engage into it, but I think that's the
Mm-mm.
negative side of social media when it comes to our it's so much access to it. And now that gives the access to the world to it because it has blown up so much. I know, like, are you a TikTok girl? Like, you
Yes.
TikTok? TikTok for just the ballroom community has is crazy. Like, I see kids now in high school and, like, elementary, these kids be voguing, and I said that's because of TikTok.
Yeah.
This is why, US wants to ban it because it has too much of an outreach. If you wanna learn how to do something, TikTok. People be like, "Let me learn how to do this." Yes. So I feel like it's a plus and it's just like a negative for our community sometimes. I'll be like, damn, it gives a broadened inside look to what actually ballroom is, not just what they portray on TV. But then also, it gives a negative light because people are free to just be on a platform and judge it.
It's nothing like actually being there and
Yeah, and
taking
being a
part of it.
part of it.
There's nothing like it. Even the people you can learn to Vogue online from TikTok all you want. And the minute you get out in the battle, you're toast.
Yeah.
If
It
you,
be the ones that be watching clips and
yeah,
then
oh,
they
you can
come.
tell. This was like, oh, how sweet. She's a YouTube Voguer.
Oh my
She
God, I'm so
watches everybody. Yeah. Oh,
not the YouTube Voker. Oh my
God. Well,
goodness.
don't let the Wi-Fi go out, okay?
So how long has it been for you being a West Coast like a because I know you're the leaders, you're the queen. How long you been doing that? They said for a long time, but nobody really gives me like a number.
27 years. I
20.
started 27 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Started ballroom 27 years ago. I was 19 with
For
the
me,
house.
this is how I knew it was like the influence when man, what club was that? The last year West Coast Awards Ball when she had on like that dress and I could tell you was feeling your moment because that whole place was packed the fuck out.
Hmm.
What fucking club was that again? I forgot. It was downtown. You did it for the West Coast Awards Ball. It was the West Coast Awards Ball last year. I forgot what
The
venue.
Belasco, you mean the theater?
The theater.
Yeah,
That shit was packed the fuck out.
it was.
Pack the fuck out. And I think when you came out, yeah, it was that. How did you feel? Because I know it was like an
Um,
exhilarating feeling.
oh, there
Like
you go.
it was like, yeah, there you go. Look, she was feeling
It
it. She
was
had her
like
custom made, like she had her custom made
like
shit
Queen
on. We
Sash.
was out there living for it because if y'all don't know, with here in the West Coast, she is the queen for a reason. You guys, she throws the
Look at
events
mom.
anything goes through has to go through her, y'all, and she does it's not one of these, no shade, it's not a janky event. It is the event. You are going to have the time of your life. How did you feel in that? I know you was feeling it from all your LSSs I didn't see. How did you feel in that moment?
um,
Don't be modest, you know.
I just was having fun. I was just glad that I felt accomplished. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, we pulled it off. Good God. Because you don't know until it happens or it doesn't.
No, because I remember you were getting your hair done. We both was getting our hair done,
Hmm.
and you was like on the phone, and you was like, "I'm just Jesus Christ," and you was just like on the phone while he was doing your hair, telling you to be still, and you was like still doing last minute shit. And I said, "Damn, throwing a ball must be like."
It's hectic. It's hectic. But the payoff was when I actually came out and seen how many people came out. And then my mom was there.
Oh my God, that was the moment for me. I was like, "Oh, her mom." Your mom, you know what? I think what brings me joy with this whole moment is because when it comes to the trans girls and the women and the femme queens, to still have your mom,
Oh
that
my
birth, you know what I'm saying? Like your mom support and love you. for who you are and what you do at that moment? I know that was a moment. How did
My mama and my favorite cousin.
you
This my whole family was there. This is funny. My whole
Yes.
family was actually in
Mhm.
there. My cousins, my mom, all oh my God. Look, there they go in the background. The whole house is up there.
Yes,
That's
that was
amazing.
like a whole moment. I seen you feeling it, like
No,
you
I'm
was in
like,
it.
get your ass up. This is my favorite cousin in the whole
The
wide
West Coast
world.
queen, y'all.
No.
No shade, we look forward to your ball every year. I do. I look
My
forward
thing,
to your ball every year. Even the year before that one, that shit was jumping. We was still downtown. I forgot whatever venue it was. It was like one of those
it was
venues,
a
like
hall,
it was like a hall, but like when you walked in, it was a room, and then you walked in, it was like a whole nother
another
big
room.
room. That shit was live as fuck. It was jumping.
I I I like, let me tell you something. I do it for two reasons. I try to continue to top myself.
Yes.
And then I gotta, like, if you're gonna accept a title as the queen
Mhm.
and actually call yourself the queen
Mhm.
of the West Coast, you have to deliver.
Mhm.
So I feel like it is my job to consistently bring my people the best experience possible
Mhm.
that I can. Like, I want every time my coach comes to my balls, I want them to feel like they're in a whole nother world.
You should feel like the shit because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the other one was jumping last year, but this year we really turned it out. You had motherfucking Lupita Nyong'o come to your ball.
She did.
You had an award winning actor at your shit, and when I think when that happened, everybody was like, "Bitch!" Like the
That
whole
was
room
amazing.
shook.
That
Like
was
the
so
whole
amazing.
room shook,
That was
baby.
so amazing. I was gagging. That was really amazing. It was a good moment and I just don't feel like it was for me. I feel like that was our moment
No,
because
that was
it was our
that
West Coast
was.
ball, and we showed all of Ballroom that we can do this, and we
Mhm.
don't. And yeah, it was some East Coast participation and other places participation, and we did appreciate that. But for the majority, we held
This was
ourselves
our
down.
motherfucking West
We
Coast
our
ball.
coast held our coast down, and it just was a beautiful thing for me. And like to continue to create and be able to give my people these moments
Mhm.
is what I strive for.
No, because I think, like, the younger generation we still talk about this ball. Like, I think the younger generation really did appreciate it because we have several brawls throughout the year that is jumping, but this
But
one was
nothing like
really baby,
that.
it was this one was popping, and I'm not even gonna lie, it was my favorite category was also mine because we got to bring the flags, but it's between you and the T-Sheets. Y'all give the virgins the best fucking categories. That video game category, that shit was when I tell you the virgins had us up, because they came with the fucking effects that day, and they was coming with the shit. And that let me know I was like, yeah, the younger generation is really bringing the creativity.
Wait till you see the categories for the awards ball
Oh my god,
this year.
2024, y'all.
All I'm gonna say is it is the AI ball,
Mhm.
the artificial intelligence ball. That is the theme of the ball, and the categories are
This is
like
gonna be, like, super duper fun. This is gonna be
amazing.
this is
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be good.
fun.
It's gonna be really good.
So it's like you have all these skills, cosmetologist, being an entrepreneur, but I know you also do influence work. You do influencer work. You do it slightly. Yes, you do.
A little
You be like,
zappa.
you might every now and then you'll present like a brand and stuff that you're working with. But I
Yeah.
think for me, it was when you did the Ciroc commercial with all the other girls. I think that really elevated,
Oh.
your aesthetic to just being like, West Coast influencer and just your brand. That commercial with Ciroc was just like that, like
Everybody loves that.
that commercial was tea,
It was
and,
like you
I was
nailed it.
screaming. I was screaming. I was like, "Oh my
Really?
god," because that's such a big brand. That is really a big brand, and if you, you post that to your social media and just if you move forward out to other brands and they know that you worked with Ciroc before, that's tea.
You know what's so funny about that? That was 2 takes.
Shut up.
And it was only 2 takes because they needed to get it from the bar and from behind. They needed to catch me turning around, and then they needed to have my face close up with the
Where did
bar
y'all
people.
film that at?
In London,
Shut
in
up.
England,
In the UK.
in the UK. When we went when I did the ball out there, we were
Mhm.
filming in the historic theater. I forgot the name of it. It was a very historic theater there, and that's where we filmed it.
Oh my goodness. Where they had like all the portraits and stuff on the wall with
Mm-hmm.
like the kings and queens. I think I did a fashion show there and baby, it's beautiful, but I am gonna lie, a little bit of my ancestry was in there burning. Like
Well,
I was like, this is so beautiful.
that's how I felt when I went to Greece.
I was like, this is so
Cause
beautiful, but I felt like my slaves built this.
that's how I
I
felt
did
when I got to Greece. Cause this lady had this Caucasian woman had the nerve to, like we were in the tour. And she's like, "Oh my God, I wonder how they got all these up here. This is such a hard." And I looked back at her, and me and my
You was
friend,
like, I know the fuck you not.
"Oh, you don't know how these stones got up here? You don't remember the black slaves?
The ones that they carried it on their back
Yeah,
up
and
here.
pulled it. Yeah, just like they did Egypt. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It be like the ignorance sometimes of the things of what they say, and I just be but when I was in that building in London, and I was like and I was looking up and I said, "Slaves built this place." My friend was like, "Don't say
Baby.
that." And it was crazy because another colleague that was with us was like, "I was gonna say the same thing." I said, "Your ancestry is burning, huh?"
Ooh.
It's burning inside of me.
Baby.
I can imagine, but that commercial was tea.
Thank
It
you.
was, and I think it was the moment with you and
Stasha. Oh, we were
Stasha.
in the alley.
When
We
y'all were
were
in the
coming out of the
alley,
dance
it was
studio.
such that picture. Like, look at it, like, oh my God. It's the picture where they're like, it looked like they're still like, they was like, girl, did you like, girl? It was
That is
that
when I
girl,
tell you,
like,
Stasha. See, people don't know. There it is.
the
Like
picture
people,
with you and Stasha, baby. I love this
because we was,
picture.
we was like, girl, put on your glasses, girl. We're going to take our picture. Because we had the same glasses. That's what
Mhm.
it was.
Mhm.
I was like, bitch, your glasses are eating and yours are eating it. And then we
Mhm.
had on the same glasses. So we was like,
What's up, sis?
but when I tell you Stasha is my girl, it's so funny. Like, I don't get how the younger generation, they not like when me and Stasha and me and Sanaya and
Uh-huh.
me and Tempest or me and Didi or any, like we
Yes.
see each other, we eat like electric, like it's sister.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I just don't see that camaraderie in these younger girls like that. Like we still like, and I think they don't know that we like that. I don't even think people know that we like,
Really?
I don't, because we come from the paparazzi time. So where like
I
it was
yeah.
Showtime Synergy or not.
Mhm.
And so now it's always Showtime Synergy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so they're from a different world. Like we turn on and we turn off. And so I think that when we turn off, people don't know. Like when we go in and we in a hotel and we pulling off the lashes.
Talking about baby, when I pull
Girl,
off the
yes,
lashes,
girl.
I'm coming out. Like I'm
Yes, and
coming
we in there
out.
talking. We be girl makeup wiping and just talking and just keying and having our little drinks and key. That's us. Like that's us behind the scene. Outside of all of this, we like we. It's
But
just so
that's what I
crazy.
like though. I like to see the girls. I love to see the girls. It's only certain girls I've seen that's like that. Like the other garçons, like I've seen them, they're just like regular fucking girls. They just want to go out, just fucking go drink, and they pass out in the room and they be taking off their
Relax.
makeup and shit. Like this
Y'all pushing Sasha around in a wheelchair
oh my
in the
God.
cause she hurt her ankle. I'm like, I got you, sis. Come on, just get in the chair, Miss Thing. Get him in the chair. I got you for the day. Because I think we had to shoot together.
Okay.
But she hurt herself. Somehow I think she twisted her ankle or
Mhm.
something. So she was walking around. I think they gave her crutches and it was like, I'm like, girl, get in the wheelchair. So we in full glam and I'm pushing her in the wheelchair. People is like, I'm in heels, 6-inch heels. Doo, doo, doo,
Oh
doo.
my goodness.
But that's my girl. So we like, girl, let's go. Well, let's
That
go
is
do what we
too
gotta do.
funny.
That was the funniest shit ever.
Oh my God. Y'all should have got that on like camera or
Somebody,
something.
it is on. I just don't remember because I think we threatened them to.
I feel like you better not post this.
Yes, you better not post that shit. But that is funny.
Oh my goodness. So working with Ciroc, would you want like to work with any more brands moving forward? Maybe like a favorite brand of yours?
Ooh, I don't want to say a name and make the other brands angry. I would have worked
No,
with
it's
all
nothing
of
like
you.
this. I wanna work with all of
you.
But it's not like one brand that's like your favorite where you be like, it's my dream to work with them.
Gucci.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Gucci.
Of course. I want to be gorgeous in my Gucci.
Oh, that'd be over, especially if you do like a photo shoot like that. Bitch,
Exactly.
that'd be over. Loki, you still can. I'm like, Loki, you still can do a photo
I'm
shoot.
out here.
I'm out here
I'm around.
in LA.
I'm around Gucci. Don't play.
So dealing with all that, being a mother, because how is it like being the mother, the West Coast, like mother of the house
That's a
of the
question
Kardashians?
you have to ask me at 4 different times to get a true answer.
Because I know they're and shout out to
'Cause
the
how
house
it-
of the Gucci's. I love them. No shade. Like I love this, especially Danielle. Oh my gosh, she's one of my favorites. Oh
Looking
my
for
God,
me. Yes.
Francois, Q, like
Bernice.
Fernice. I call her Francois. She gives me like
Francois.
she's very hood bougie and I love it.
I
But
love it.
Fernice,
Beautiful.
yes. Oh my gosh, she's my favorite.
Isn't she
You
a
have such
dog?
different diversity of kids and I love it. How is it just trying to like wrangle all of them? Because it seems like y'all are such a bundle. Like
Ah!
she
Shit.
said, ah!
Trying to wrangle all them is like it. Like I said, I have different answers for different days. Some days it's great. I love it. They're
Mhm.
amazing. And then some days I'm like, you guys, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do this.
Oh yeah, Ari. Shout out to Ari. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
the walking wonder.
Oh my God, Jeter. Oh my God,
Love Jeter.
Nico. Ah, my nephew, Chulo.
Chulo, Rose. So it's just like being a house mother, you are a therapist, you are a counselor, you're a manager. Hmm?
hmm
And excuse me, so many things come to mind. You have to be all these different things for all these different people. I think I'd be okay if it was maybe 5 or 6 people and I just had to tend to that flock. But
But
my
it's a
flock is
nice,
30.
yeah, it's a nice
Yeah.
little big, like the gorgeous Gucci's. I like no shade. They're one of my favorite houses right now. No shade. And, you know, we both just killed the Garcons and the Gucci's just killed it at coldest winter ever, baby. They surprised all the kids.
Yes.
Cause y'all girl Lola,
Ooh, that love.
bitch, like baby, this is the tea because she don't even know. Like, I went back to work and one of the kids, because that ball had went so viral. Like the sex siren went viral and the
Really?
face went viral. Lola's whole like intro and everything went viral. Just the way she was just selling it. Like I was just like, Jesus Christ. Like
That and that Lamb ball with Kelly, like,
oh my God, Kelly. Oh my God, Kelly.
I remember I was standing right, like they were on the steps, right, and I'm looking.
Oh, when
up
she
at,
was doing this to her,
yes,
and
I
she
was
went, it
like,
looked like a mama that was like, "You better go out there and do your
she was like, I
motherfucking
don't care
shit."
if this thing, you go out there and just get this money, this thing, or to tell these girls what you know. I was like,
Yes, it was given like, oh, girl, yes.
I was like, oh, is she nervous? But then I could just tell by the look on Lola's face, she was just.
She reminds me of a cartoon character. I don't know. You have to be a little bit older to remember this movie. It's this movie called Cool World. And remember,
I
it was
do.
Holly. I swear, Lola looks
Hollywood if she
shook.
could.
Hollywood, if she could. Lola reminds me of her. Just like the whole appeal, like how she
Fun
is.
time.
Like,
Lola is the out of all the girls, she's one of the most fun
uh-huh.
and like fun time and approachable girls. Because you know sometimes some girls will give you a. Lola likes to have a good time.
She seems like she likes to have a good
dance,
time.
party, turn into drinks. Everybody's having a good time. She just likes to see all the it's I when I watch her, it's inspiring for me still as a mother because it's
Mhm.
like I'm looking at her as a mother, as a younger mother, and she just loves to
Mhm.
see her kids have a good time.
Oh, I love that because I
She
remember
loves
you
it.
was you was on that panel too when I had walked up
Mhm.
and I seen her. I said, "Oh, Divine's here. She's on the panel."
I
It
was.
looked like you guys was having a good time. It looked like you guys was having a good
You know
time.
what? Like those panels are like family reunions because you be back with all the people that like this is my era. These are my girls I walked with and I sat on panels with and I keyed
Mhm.
with. And this is, that's when I get to have my fun and hook back up with my clique. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because
Oh, I love
younger
it.
girls is, oh God.
It could be, it could be a lot
I try
sometimes.
to relate to them though. I do.
Mhm.
I try to understand, like, y'all, y'all just raised different. And so we have a different result. And I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay. So channeling, being on panels, running your own business and things. How do you self-care? Because I think I know you like to travel too a lot, but I notice you like to go sit down and eat. Just watching your social media, you like to go to fancy restaurants, go sit down and eat seafood and things of that nature.
I do, but that's more of my friends that like that is so funny. It's really my friends more than me.
So what do you do for like self-care?
I play tennis.
What? You play tennis?
Like when I get out, it's therapy for me to get out on the court and
Uh-huh.
get it
Just hit
out.
a few balls and just like get it
Yes,
out.
yes. And then I come back, I'm so woosah and so just calm.
So
I
instead of hitting people, you hitting balls.
that too, and it's just it's therapeutic. It's problem solving. It's energy moving. It's a release. It's a lot of things for me.
Mhm.
Yes, restaurants, I love it. I will say the experience, of course. I like going different places. I like to travel and try different foods. I love trying international foods as long as it's not moving.
Mhm. She said, "Long as it's not moving."
Like I'll eat live oysters, but they don't move.
They
So
don't move. Yeah, that's
I
a
could
lot.
do that, but I'm not the type of person that I'm going to take something and
That's the first. I never heard somebody say like, "Oh, I play tennis," and I'll be like, "What?"
oh,
Oh,
it's
okay.
very calming. Yes, very, and I love the endorphins. Like oh
Mhm.
my god,
Oh my goodness. So it's like the self care, the things. Are you dating anyone?
I don't kind of like people.
Certain type of person. You
no,
mean like?
no, am I dating? No, no, I not officially dating anyone. Do I see people? I see who I want to see.
No,
I I'm busy. I
I
just
know that'd
like
be the hard
I'm the
part.
type of person. Yes, I don't like complications, and I don't like to be tied down, and I don't like to be bothered. So dating is kind of
Is that what? That's true. Cause I know you're like you always in the cut, and you'll come, show your face, sit down, glasses on, drink in front. When it's done, you say your highs, go back to the car, and then leave. Like I don't see you mingling for a long time.
um. It depends. Sometimes I sit around. Every now and
Mhm.
then. It really depends on the crowd. If it's my people, yes, I key. I'll sit
Mhm.
outside. But if it's a bunch of people that we don't really vibe like that, it was like good seeing you, girls. I'm
Yeah, because
out.
my mother
Okay.
said, like, he was like, "If y'all think I'm fucking, I am not fucking me. If y'all had Divine as a mother," I was like, "Wait,
Then we see this
no,
picture of this
girl,
with this
no,
with
girl,
this
because
face.
she don't believe that she's violent." And I'll be like, "Girl, you are violent, girl. This is child abuse. I'm not gluing no more stones to this shit. Like, she is violent, girl. She made you stone some shit too." Like, girl,
No, but I probably had her stones and stuff.
this is why she make us do this shit.
Man,
Baby, I
that's
get
my
traumatized.
child.
I see E6000 glue, girl.
That's my daughter.
That is the mess, girl.
That's my baby.
Mm. Did you ever hit her? Never mind. Next
No,
question.
no, I have to think about that. No, no, she's not one. She's never had to be like no. Let me tell you, the worst thing I
Girl,
think,
she hit us.
the worst thing I think I probably have said something very stern.
Oh
Yeah.
Start crying and Libra. I'm just, I'm just playing now.
So yeah,
He go
if
hit me.
anything, I
I'm
might have
just.
said something stern,
I'm,
like
mm-hmm.
like I'd probably give her 3 words to sum it up, and she know either I like her or I don't. That's how I like But
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, to be honest, she was the easiest child. She was just hard when it came to what was the hardest thing about
Mm-hmm.
all my children. They're spoiled.
All of them they spoiled.
All of them are
Even the new
spoiled.
ones they spoiled.
Not as much.
Not as much.
It was so hard to say this. I probably shouldn't even say this on camera, but I don't have. It's hard to develop that relationship that I have with my original
With the new
children.
kids.
Yes, it is because that relationship with them kids came from years
Mm-hmm.
of bonding and being around each other. You know what I mean? Like now the millennials, they just, they're around when they're around.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really go to lunch. I go to lunch with Ari and Frenice and Danielle from
Mm-hmm.
time to time. But rest like we really don't do stuff outside. Maybe AJ every now and then,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a lot of that. Like with us, when I was bringing them up and we were Chanel and Cavalli and all of the things, every day it was us.
Every day.
It
That
was us.
everyday
When you
aspect.
got off work, what you doing? I'm at the house. You come by your house.
Mm-hmm.
Next, it just was like that. We
Mm.
was spending probably at least 5 days out of a week together.
Oh my goodness.
I don't, but with these, it's different. So I'm very bonded with my original children.
So having the new, you told about the old. What would you want to see moving forward now with like ballroom?
I want to be able to walk out the door and close it and know that the people behind me, such as my children and the people the generation that came up behind me and under me, take it to the next level.
Yeah. Like the
But
legacy will still keep
yes,
going.
of course, but you ain't gonna push me off no motherfucking throne though. Let's get that straight, people.
Uh,
When it's time for me to go, I'm gonna let you know.
I love that. I love that. Because you
When
gotta
my
stay
job is
strong.
done. Yes, my job not done. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have that fucking awards ball. You wouldn't have the 8 other balls I threw this year that y'all love so motherfucking much. So I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, don't give me that. Like, it's sometimes I just, I get caught up in this shit and I let them beat me up and I be feeling some type of way mentally that I have to think about it. Like, girl, if I didn't do this shit for y'all, there's not one girl that was going to duplicate or do this even close to what I have done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with that. So just know that when I am gone, y'all gonna have to hold that up though. Somebody is, or everybody gonna start reading. And I'm like, girl, it ain't like it used to be.
I feel like you are. You building a legacy. I really wanted to get you in here because it's Women History Month, and I
Mhm.
feel like you are making history with our coast. Me being in the younger generation, I really do much appreciate it. I see the work, even though you are my you are my mother's mother. But I see the work and I see the beauty and then the aspect because when you speak about the colorism, it's colorism in ballroom. And for you to
Definitely.
like fight and have your spot, I think that's just like so beautiful to me. You know what I mean? I wanted to know for y'all to come in here and tell your story. So to hear your story is like it's amazing what you're doing. And
Yeah, I
I feel
want to
like the young.
inspire. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
because I know. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm a trans woman. I'm probably not gonna ever have children of my own. I'm not passing any
But a
DLA
beautiful
along.
trans woman.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And so when I get my mom's age,
Mhm.
I don't plan on being dead. Like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what am I
uh
gonna do? What am I gonna have to say? And who's gonna look after me? And who's
Mhm.
gonna care about me or anything that I have done? So it'd be like I don't have DNA to leave behind, but I'm damn sure gonna leave this legacy.
Oh my goodness. If you could tell your fans anything or just people that are looking up to you, being inspiring, just not just being in the ballroom community, just being a woman, what would you say to them?
There's no such thing as I cannot.
Mhm.
It's always I won't or I will not. But
Mhm.
you can do anything you want to do. I'm a testament to that. Anything that I set my mind to do, set forth to do, I accomplish it, and I accomplish it in a manner that supersedes what I even thought it was going to be from the get go. Like I always top myself more than I even thought. Like that's it.
I love that. And that's the message you'll send to all the pretty little brown girls out there.
Don't stop. There's always more to do. You can always improve. You can always be better. And there's always somebody catching up. The better you are, the better they are. So if you always want to be that top girl, you can't stop. Because the minute you pause in traffic, that don't mean everybody else did.
That is true. Let them know your projects you got coming up, girl.
Oh, okay. So June 29th, we have Rumble on the Beach, which will be at Pacific Palisades.
Woo!
Beach attire ball. It's an actual whole day at the beach. So we'll have talent, poems, singing, the whole nine. And the finale will be the Rumble Ball.
Yes.
And after that, we have August 24th, which is the West Coast Awards Ball.
Be there, be square, baby.
Love. And then at the end of the year on November 30th, which is the day after my birthday, we have the Queen's Rumble, which is my birthday rumble. And it's the finale to all the rumbles of the year.
Get out where you talking about get out in the field for the Rumble Ball.
The Rumble Balls are amazing. I just love the way that they're just a little different from regular balls. Like I love the team aspect. I love seeing the girls come together and pull from different spaces. It's not just the Gucci's versus the Chanel's versus the Kirstein's or whatever. You know what I mean? It's actually a collective. Yes, it's a very collective. I love it.
I love that too. Oh my goodness. Well, Devine, I really want to tell you that you are an icon. I love what you're doing for the community. I love that you came in here for your story. It means so much, even though it took me to get your ass in here for a long time.
I'm here though,
look, she in here. She in here. So you guys, you have it. That was the icon Devine and her story. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to the podcast place who creates the magic. Do not forget to subscribe and like the channel. She is Plus Size Beauty Sundays, and to also subscribe to the podcast place. There you have it. I'll check you guys later. Peace.